so we talking about the state of hip hop from what it was to what it is, like, so, so what do you think, like, how do you feel about the business side, like the changes on the business side, like speaking on like back in the day for someone to be big, that's how I got this, because back in the day for someone to be big, like I don't think I would have been able to know him without you knowing him.
So
for you to say oh,
everyone had to be invested.
I'm sure like you don't know who that is, but if you pull him up, like, so what do you think? Because there's a lot of streaming going on, and like everything is so accessible and everything right now. You know what I mean? So how you feel like from like the changes on that, like from what it was? Is it like a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it beneficial? Is it not? Like,
I think we still figuring it out. Right. Like every so often, the music business and the music game, it changes. Like, back in the day, it took talent. You had to have talent. And then it was like from talent, you had to know somebody that was in the office or on one of these labels, and you had to get put on. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of where the whole term of "put me on" came from. Yeah. You had to know somebody in there, and that person kind of had to like open the door for you and be like, "No, I could vouch for this right here, bro. He got talent. He gonna do it. He gonna make it do what it do."
Right.
So now it's like everything is more accessible. It's like at your fingertips, bro. You could be in your room. You could do this shit from your phone.
Yeah, from your phone. You
could do this shit from your phone, bro.
Everything.
With AirPod headphones and a little mic, and record this shit, drop that, and go with a distro kid, go with a TuneCore, go with a United Masters, upload your song, and shoot. If you lit, you lit. We all gonna find out.
Right.
So it's more accessible, but at the same time, you have to find a way to cut through.
Right.
Because I think the number is like 250,000 songs being uploaded to DSPs daily.
No way.
Like that is insane.
No way.
You have to find a way to stand out.
Right. Oh, the 250,000
every day.
Wow.
Like that's the climate that we in.
Wow.
So anytime I see someone cut through or seeing someone like start to make some noise, like it's kind of like you got to tip your hat to them. Like, bro, you doing it, though. Like this ain't easy, bro. I feel like so much people got the misconceptions. I think now too, everyone feel like it's doable. Like I said, back in the day,
I think that's a big misconception. Go ahead.
Back in the day, they just felt like you had to have the talent, you had to get put on, then you had to go through a record label. There wasn't no aggregators, as they call them right now. There wasn't no TuneCore, DistroKid, United Masters. These things didn't exist, so you had to go through a label in order to release.
Right.
Back then in the day, it was hard copies. A motherfucker had to go in the store and actually purchase your album.
Right.
Like take time out of their day, and they spending $9.99 or they spending $12.99 on your album, or if it's a double disc, it might be $20.
I spent $18.99 for Get Rich or Die Trying.
All right then.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah, you remember that?
So like it was just like a different area. So now, like, man, with the streaming, I don't think it makes sense in some facets too. Like, like back then it was like, okay, your cut might be 20% as an artist signed to a label, right? And each album sells $15 a pop, or let's say $10 a pop for an album. If you get 10,000 people to buy your album, nigga, that's what, 100,000?
Right.
But now with the streaming, it's like you need 1,500 streams on one album to equal 1 unit sold. Like, that's the part that's kind of like they need to figure out, because it's not making sense.
Right.
You telling me one person got to listen to me 15? How many people out there could say they listen to one artist
1,500 times? 1,500.
It's crazy.
Because if you're gonna say this is an album sold, that means that one person have to listen to this 1,500.
You feel me?
1,500. Okay.
You feel me? And then I think the other thing that was crazy back then is like, bro, even singles. Like nowadays, you could pick all your favorite songs on the DSP, put them on a playlist, and now you lit. Bro, if you found an artist and you only like one song off their album, it was either buy the single, which is that song on the album, or you're going to buy the album and you're going to have a whole bunch of songs on there and only listen to 1 out of 15 songs.
Right.
So it was kind of like Pick your poison, like, bro.
So if it's 15, I mean, they're trying to make sense of this now. It's 1,500 to equal one
sold. Like,
so
I don't understand that.
So like if it was $10 the album back then, I'm just throwing numbers out there. If it was $9.99 the album back then,
yeah, let's say right? 10 easy math.
So you're trying to say like I can get $10 for like 1,500, or is it even less than that?
Bro, what? The streaming rate right now, it depends on the platform, but platforms, I can tell you all the exact numbers because I'm a numbers guy and I crunch numbers all day.
Right.
Spotify right now paying you about 0.0035 cents per stream.
Hold on. It's 0.0035. So that means
not even a half a cent. What is that? A quarter of a cent?
A third.
A third of a cent. Wow. Let's round it up and say a fourth of a cent. For one stream. That's on Spotify. Apple Music is a little more. Tidal is a little more. That's another thing too. I get how they do it. It goes on how many users is on the platform, but that's another thing. It's like, okay, we got more users on this platform and they splitting up the profit sharing. But, bro, why can't all of the platforms just have the same rate of pay? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because now it's kind of like I got to force my fans to go to a specific DSP so I can see more profit.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, there's guys out there too that's like, I feel like changing up the game. Nipsey Hussle did it where we had the $100 for my album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the innovators.
Right.
I think it's an artist by the name of LaRussell. I really like what he's doing.
I know. I heard of him before.
I really like what LaRussell's doing. You know, he's just finding a way to get direct to his fans, direct to consumer.
Right.
And he got this, I forget what he called it. It's kind of like pay.
LaRussell is Russ?
No. They two different people.
Ain't Russ kind of like the same?
Yeah, Russ is heavy on the independent, but Russ ain't pioneering. Like, he ain't doing what LaRussell doing.
Okay.
LaRussell is a guy out of the Bay Area, and what he's doing is he created a whole platform called Earn, which is like you could go to the website, Earn, stream the music, and you could determine how much you want to pay for it.
Oh.
You as the consumer determine what is worth to you. And he's doing that with shows. He's doing that with just about basically everything. He's got a membership cards too. Like if you pay for his gold membership, you get into all his shows.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's
basically made it subscription based per se. Exactly. He's a genius.
You feel me? And he's just doing it different.
I don't know if y'all know, but
I fuck with that.
You know, subscription based business is the most lucrative business in America. Yeah. But hey, that's another topic. But I'm just letting you know. So that's what I'm saying. For you to be able to convert that into some subscription type.
So I think he's made already like something like, don't quote me on this now, probably like $200,000 off of doing that. You choose what you want to pay method. When he drops, he just tell the fans like, okay, I just dropped. How much you think my album is worth? He like, bro, some people give me $5, some people give me $20, some people give me $1,000, some people give me $5,000.
So is what you
It's like you choose.
It makes sense to me too, you know.
Yeah,
it makes a lot, and not even from like a business standpoint.
So for him, it's like he's not solely dependent on the streaming revenue.
Right.
It's like in addition to what he's already got going on, and he's selling merch on top of that. He's selling all of these extra things. So it's just like another stream of revenue with the streaming for him.
Right.
So I was like, I looked at that model, and I'm like, dog, that's dope. That's like,
I mean, no, the reason why I'm saying
you can't deny that,
because like think about it, like if you really like a person, like right, if you really like an artist, because like I just tell you, I spent $18.99 on that 50 Cent album, the Get Rich or Die Trying. I would have spent $1,000.
See,
if that's what the price was, I was spending $1,000. You get what I'm saying? I was spending $1,000.
When you got got fans, they gonna do whatever you ask them to do.
That's what it is,
and that's what this game all about. Like the music game is garnishing fans,
right?
So
But like it shows you like your value too. Like I mean, it kind of like show you. If you're a real fan, you're gonna be like, hey, you spend 1,000, I'm gonna spend 2.
Yeah, you trying to one up somebody.
Exactly.
You ain't the biggest fan.
So it's like
I'm the biggest
from
fan.
a business standpoint, it makes sense too. But like I mean, from a natural standpoint, it makes sense as well. Like, like give me what if you feel it's I'm worth $1 to you, okay.
Give me the $1.
You know what I'm saying? You feel it worth I made $1 million? Okay. Take that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, though.